Yeah. Taking forward from the last class. So yes, in the last class, um, we have seen the life cycle process, like we completed the complete life cycle over here. So in the life cycle, we have seen that there are like business requirement, collection of data, data exploration, data cleansing, and data mining. Okay. And this is nothing but we call it as data analysis. Next is model building, model training, model testing, model prediction, and model deployment. So this is called as analytics. And I explained you what is analysis and what is analytics. So analysis will give us the answers to the current situation, whereas analytics will help us to predict the future events. Okay. And while collection, data wrangling is nothing but collection of data. This can be done in two ways. One is a primary data collection. Second one is a secondary data collection. Primary means where we are going to collect the data from the scratch. Secondary is we are the like secondary users of the data which is collected by someone else. Okay. And after collecting the data, there will be an important step called as cleansing. So it is a technique of detecting, identifying incorrect, inaccurate, or irrelevant data in a data set and rectifying it by correcting or deleting errors from the data set. So you will identify the errors and you will apply the deletion of the errors or rectification of the errors over here. Now, the life cycle, the data cleansing life cycle over here. First thing is we are going to import the data. Then we are going to merge the data into one single file. Then we are going to rebuild the data. Okay. That is, we will remove the errors. What are the errors? Outliers, out of the range, and non-relevant data, records with missing values, and all these things. Now, outliers means then the value which is out of the range. Okay. And noisy data means non-relevant. You will be expecting one type of data and you will be getting another type of data. For example, if you are expecting temperature in a sense, you will be getting the number, right? Usually we are expecting a numerical value over there, but you are getting it as a non-relevant data, which is nothing but a string or something like that. And missing values, records with missing values. Imbalanced data will be imbalanced over here. So means the data won't be in a balanced way. So then it will be a problem. Okay. Again, standardization, I explained you're going to get the data into the standard format based on the scale, like whatever, based on the common scale, you're going to get the data. Example, I showed you grams and pages. Deduplication, removing of the duplicate values. You're going to remove the duplicate values over here. That is what is called as deduplication. Next one is verify and enrich. Verify and enrich. And after this, like, we are going to export the data. This is what we have seen it. And then I showed you how to build the model also yesterday. That is like okay. Now today, like this is what is the complete roadmap of your entire data science. Just a minute, guys. A question. In yesterday's class, we discussed about the reinforcement. Their mode or agent means their human system. 1 second. Model or the agent means either a human system, human or the system. Yes, see, an agent means anyone who can take, or any system, or anyone who can take, or an object which can take the decisions on its own based on the situation is called as an agent. So that can be anything. That can be a software agent, or that can be a human agent, that can be a system agent, robotic agent, anything it can. Okay. So in any we can say it as any object which can take a decision on its own based on the situation is called as an agent. Okay. Now let's get into the Python. So, see, as I was saying, data science requires one programming language. Now, it depends upon you which programming language you want to use it based on your comfortness and based on your skills. So, mostly around the world, the most reputed programming language which is suitable for AI or machine learning or artificial intelligence is Python. Okay. The other programming languages are we are having like R, Lisp, Julia, and Rust, and you can take it as Java. All these are the programming language which are suitable for your artificial intelligence. But Python is very, very flexible. Now, first, let's start with the Python. See, Python is a computer programming language. It is a computer programming language. So, okay. So, what is a computer programming language? So, computer programming language is nothing but a language which is used to communicate with the computers. 1 second. Okay. In a simple terminology, a language which is used to communicate with the computer. See, what's the purpose of a language? The purpose of the language is used to communicate between two individuals. Okay. It is like communication between two individuals or two entities, we can take it as. So, for example, I am communicating with you all. So, we can take it as me, and this is all of you. Like this. Okay. Now, 1 second. Okay. Now, these are the three or 4 people in the class. So I'm communicating with all of you people over here. So how is this communication happens? With the help of a language. And when the same person wanted to communicate with a computer, okay, wanted to communicate with a computer. So the language which is used to communicate is called as computer programming language. Computer programming language is used to communicate between the a person and the computer over here. This is the way it is done. This is what is called as computer programming language. Okay, so I can say that it is a language which is used to communicate between or establish the communication between a computer and the human. Okay, human and computer. Communicate between human and computer. I can say it as establish also. Communication between human and computer. Now, example of this computer programming language is C, C++, Java, Python, C Sharp. All these are the examples of the computer programming language. Now, the question is how this communication happens. So, we as a humans are performing the communication. We are communicating, right? You are sitting somewhere else at your comfort level, and I'm communicating with you, and you people are raising the queries, and I'm trying to understand that and trying to resolve that queries, right? So this communication happens with the help of a language. I'm speaking, you are listening, you are speaking, and I'm listening. But the same communication I want to happen with my computer. So we use the computer programming language. But how exactly, how this happens? So in realistic or in real time, how this happens? So this communication happens by passing the instructions. Okay, by passing the instructions to the computers. And these instructions, whenever we are passing, we need to follow some rules, okay, which we call it as syntax. Okay, so communication between human and computers are done by passing instructions. By passing instructions. And now, where and how you will pass the instructions? So we will pass the instructions through an editor, a special type of editor called as IDE. These instructions are passed through special type of editor called IDE. Now, this IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Examples of the IDE are there. So many IDEs are there. So the very they are very popular. Some of them are like Jupyter Notebook, and there is PyCharm, and there is VS Code. Okay, and there is Atom, Collab, and so on. There is Spider. There are so many other are there. These all are the Python IDEs. Okay, these all are called as Python IDEs. Now I am going to show you the Jupyter Notebook, how it look like, and I will give it as Jupyter Notebook. Or let me. That it's there or not. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Now this all I'm going to explain you guys. How to install and all those things. I'm going to let you know. Just I'm creating a folder. Eight 30. Okay. Now here I'm creating a new one. Now this all I'm going to explain you guys step by step, but as of now, let me quickly show you. I'm giving some demo. This is the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, this is how the Jupyter Notebook look like. And this is the cell where we are going to write the code. We are going to write the code inside this. So now anything you can write it. Now I'm going to write it as print. Print, I'm just zooming in. Print. I'm using all lowercase. Okay, that is all small case. And I'm starting parenthesis and ending parenthesis. Inside this, I will put down some message. So that message, I will put it within the codes like this. And I will give it as like good evening, everyone. I'm going to give it as good evening, everyone. Now let me run it. I'll say that good evening, everyone. Okay. So this is the way we are going to write a message. So I'm going to run it. I'm running it over here with the help of this. So once I do it, I'm going to get it. Now I will print the second message. Print again brackets. I'm going to put it as welcome to Python, or let me write it in the same one over here. Okay, I will put it on over here. I will put it on welcome. I'll use it. I'll get as welcome to Python class. Okay. Now, when I do this and when I run it, I'll get the two messages. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Python class. Okay. Now, this is the way we will be passing on the messages. Okay. We are going to pass on the things. So, now, that's what I said it. These instructions are passed through the special type of editor called as IDE. So these are the special type of editors. This is one of the editor. Okay. This is where we will write it over here. And you will be getting the output. Okay. Now these are called as these lines. Okay. We call them as statements. Whatever these lines are there, right? Where we are writing some message, or you can also do it like this. I'm taking it like A is equals to 200 plus 500. So here, what we are doing, we are adding 200 plus 500 and storing in A. And I want to print the A. Print A over here. This how you will pass it on the message. You will get it 700. So this is the way you are going to, okay, this is the way you are going to write the, now this A is called as a variable. Again, we are two, it's just a first class. As we move forward, I will explain you what is a variable, what are the comments, what are the keywords, like these are the basic stuff. I will explain it before jumping into the mainstream coding. Okay. Now, just okay. Now, this is the way we will be giving it. These all are called as statements. Okay. And this is, you can take it as a cell, which you can call it as a editor. And whatever you write it over here, that should be executable. When you run this one, you are going to get some output over here. Clear? So this is a way. Now, now that is how you will be passing the instructions. The communication between the human and the computers are done by passing instructions. These instructions are passed through a special editor called as IDE. And you know, whatever lines you are going to, like whatever the instructions you pass it in the editor is called as a statements. Instructions passed through editor are referred as statements. Okay. Now here you can see this. This is one statement. This is another statement. This is another statement. And this is another statement. So these all are called as statements. Okay. They are all called as statements. So there are total 4 statements are there over here. So whenever we are passing these statements, we need to follow some rules. Now I will tell you. Here I'm putting down like this. I'm giving it print I will give it as welcome to India. Just I'm giving this message. Now I will run this one. I'll get the welcome to India. Now, what you can do it is you can remove this one. Now, I'm not closing it. I'm starting it, but I have to close it, but I'm not closing it. So now I'm not following the rules. Now I will run it. I'll get an error over here. Can you see this? Input error, incomplete input error, we are saying. So we are not completing this one. So this is, we will get an error. Now, whenever you are not completing or not following the rules, you are going to get the error. This rules, we call it as syntax. Okay. So whenever we pass the instructions or statements, we need to follow some rules. And these rules, we call it as a statement, sorry, syntax. While writing statements, we need to follow some rules. And these rules are referred as syntax. Syntax. Violating these rules results in the error. Error. Now remember that. So these are some of the things you have to know it. So first thing, if you take, this is our editor where we write the code. And whenever we pass the editor, like whenever we write the code, this code, we have to follow some rules. This each and every line is called as a statement. And whenever you write this statement, you need to follow some rules. Okay? These rules are called as syntax. Now, if you are not following this syntax, it will trigger the error called as, it will trigger the error. Okay, this error, you have to be very careful. That's like this. Different errors which will be coming up. Now, this is a basic information of a programming language. Now, next important thing is how to install the editor. Okay, how we are going to install the editor over here. So first thing is, if you want to install the editor, now we are going to deal with the Jupyter notebook. Okay, that entirely we are going to work it out on the Jupyter notebook. Okay, now whenever you want to work with the editor, we have to install that editor. But before that, we have to install the Python. So let's see that how we will install the Python. So first, go to Google. Here you write it as Python download. Okay, we are going to write it as Python download. First, you have to download the Python. So after this, I'm going to click on this. Now, look at the first one, that is python.org. Okay, this is our official website. Click on this. You will be entering into this official website. And in the download section, once you click on the download section, you will be getting this. Actually, if you are going to go with org, you will be getting something like this. Then you click on this, you will be getting into the download section. Download this, download Python 3.13.2 over here. Just click on this. It is downloaded. You see this? Here it is downloaded. Now, once it is downloaded, click on this. Now here, I'm getting it as update. What do you mean by that is, see, I'm already having the Python installed in my system. And that is a bit older version, maybe a 3.12 or something like that. So it is saying that update Python with the new version it is asking. But for you people, when you install for the first time, it will not ask you for the update. It will say that install now. And here at the bottom over here, there will be two checkboxes. One will be saying that add to path, and there will be another. Both the checkboxes you have to click it. I will show you how those checkboxes look like. So here I will give it as install Python. I will just showing it. How the Python is installed. I said you right. Go to Google, use the Python download. Go to this python.org, click on this, and you will be getting it this one. Now it is 3.13.2, but I have just taken this picture a bit older, couple of months back. So it is 3.11.1. Click on this. It will be downloaded. And click on this downloaded file, exe file. Just click on that. You will be getting it this message. Okay. You will say that run. Okay. This is a pop-up window. You will say that run. Then you will get this one. See, for me, it was showing me update, right? So for you, it will show this one. Okay. Now what it will show you? Install now. Okay, it will show you install now. So before clicking on this install now, you see this install launcher for all users, first thing. Second is add Python 3 to the path. These two, you click on this. As I told you, this is an older version. So that's why you are getting it Python 3.10.2. But now when you do this, you will be getting 3.13.2 over here. And these two are pretty much mandatory. Okay, these two are very, very important. Just click on these two, and then after that, click on this install now. Once you click on this, you will get downloaded, and then you will be install is set up. Okay, complete over here. Setup was successful. So this is how I will just repeat it once again. Go to the Google, type Python download, click on the search, Google search over here, then you will be getting it. This is output. And here, select the python.org. This is the official site of Python. Click on this. You will be getting into the download Python. Okay, the Python download page. Okay, Python download page. And after this, once you click on the download Python, then you will be getting this exe file. Click on this exe file. A pop-up window will come down, security warning. Just click on the run and you will be getting into this. Just down there are two checkboxes. Click on these two checkboxes and then you go to this install now and click it on that. And after this, you will be getting it set up process, okay, where it will be downloaded and installation will be done. It will not take much time. And then within seconds, it will happen based on your internet speed. If you have the decent, it will be done within like 15 to 20 seconds. And if it is a bit slower also, not more than 1 minute. Okay, now it is done. Once it is done, you want to check it out whether the Python is installed or not. Then what we can do it is you can go to the run over here or search anything. And here you can do it as Python. Here, Python. Okay. And you will be getting something like this. And here on the right hand side, click on this. On the right hand side, sorry, I'll put it as Python. Here, right hand side, you can see this open the file location. Just click on this open the file location. It will open where the Python is being installed. Okay, in this, you can see this, the first one, sorry, this one, IDLE, Integrated Development Language Environment. So this is what is actually the default editor, which is provided by the Python. This is nothing but the default editor, which is provided by Python. Now click on this. I'm clicking on this. Now, this is a very simple editor, guys. There won't be any so flexibility that we can build up the applications. So it's a very, very simple application, like editor. So this is good for only practice purpose. You can't do anything like building up the applications and all those things. You can't do it over here. So here, if you want to check it out, whether your Python is installed successfully or not, use the print and then you pass on any message. Okay, you say that good evening, everyone. Now, once I do enter, then you can see this good evening, everyone. Can you see it? You can do it. Good evening, everyone. Now, this is fine. Okay, this is fine for us. This clearly indicates that Python is installed successfully. Clear. Now, when the Python is installed successfully, now next thing is you have to install the Jupyter Notebook. How to install the Jupyter Notebook? See, there are two ways are there. One is you can go to the Anaconda and you can install it. There is something called as Anaconda and you can install. Again, this is a very big application. It will occupy approximately 5 to 6 GB. Okay, it's a very big application. Okay, you can do it like this, or the other way is directly we can install the Jupyter Notebook. How we can do it is go to your CMD. Now I'm going to show you. CMD, you can type it over here in the search CMD. And here you will get the command prompt. Go and open it. Okay, you will get it like this. And here, what you can do it is you have to type pip install notebook. That's it. Pip install notebook. Okay, this will install the notebook. Okay, So pip install notebook. So you can install the notebook over here. And once you do this, that's it. It will take few seconds and it will install, it will start installing the notebook. Just wait till you get the prompt. Here I got the prompt. Hope you got it. So first it was like this. All I did it was pip install notebook and waited for some time. It is installed. It's all saying that requirement already satisfied requirement because it's already installed. So it is installed everything. And after this, you have to wait for a few seconds and until you get this prompt back. This is called as prompt. Okay. Once you get this one, then what you have to do it is just I will give it as Jupyter notebook. I will write it Jupyter notebook. This will launch the notebook. This will launch the notebook. You see this? I will run it. Okay. Yeah. See, if you take another, if you take the another IDEs, they have their own environment. Okay, they have their own environment and their own application and their own environment. But you know, the Jupyter notebook will use your default browser. Whatever your default browser is there, it will use your default browser to run the Jupyter notebook application. So it is not having its own interface. So now, one second. So this is the way it look like. You can click on, one second, here. Just a minute. Okay, that should be fine for us. Now it's look like this. This is your default browser. You can see. Now here, if you have this desktop over there, click on the desktop and you will see all your desktop items over here like this. Okay, all the desktop, whatever folders are there, you can see it over here. Now in this, what you can do it is, you can click on the new and click on the new folder. Okay, quickly, I will repeat it once again, guys. I will just closing down all these things. Okay. I'm closing down this one also. See how to open it. We have done the installation, right? I will just go to CMD. Installation, I will not, we have done it already. I'm just showing it how to open the Jupyter Notebook application. Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Click on this and it will open up the Jupyter Notebook application in your browser, default browser. Okay. Now here, what you can do it is, I'm looking at the desktop over here. I'm clicking on the desktop. Okay, I will show you once again. Here you can see the desktop. I'm clicking on the desktop and I'm entering into this. And here, what I'll do it is, I will create a new folder over here. I will go to the new right side. Can you see this? There is a new. And here down, I will do the new folder over here. Just click on the new folder. Down you can see it over here. New folder is being untitled folder 1. Now what I can do it is I can change the name and give it any name. I'll give it as DS Gen AI 8:30 p.m. Let me run it. So here I can open it up. See, we created it. And then you can see this, click on this, it will be entered. And this is the folder. This folder will be created on your desktop also. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. 8 here, this one. Okay, this is the one. It's an empty folder. Can you see it? DS Gen AI 8:30 p.m. So this is already created over here. You can see. Okay. Now, okay, here it is. Now we are going to create a notebook over here. I will click on this new, and then we are going to go to the Python 3. Yeah. This is our editor. See this. Now you want to change the name, click on this, and you will get it over here. Change the name of this. Anything you can keep it. First notebook. Okay. Python first notebook. Okay. Now here this is the environment where you write the code, and in order to run it, you will use this, or we can use the shift enter. Okay. Now, as I was doing it, now I will do it something like this. A is a variable, or let's take it X is a variable. And I'm going to take it 250 plus like 30. So 250 plus 30 is nothing but 280. That 280 will be stored in the X. Now, actually, internally, it will not happen like this, but as of now, we can take it. Here it is. Now, I want to print it. Print, everything should be in the lowercase. And whenever I want to print the variable, I will give it directly X. No need to put it in the quotes. If you put it in the quotes, then it will print X as it is. If you use only X without quotes, then it will get the value of 280. Now I will show you what's the difference. Now I will just put it in the quotes. So this will print the X as it is. Can you see it? Now, if I'm removing the quotes, then this is nothing but the variable which is holding the value 280. Now I will run it. Now, how this is executed? I'm using the shift enter, or you can go with this one like this. Now, this is the second cell. You can use the one more code kind of stuff over here. Like, for example, I want to print, or let's take it like this. Print, I will say it, good evening. Now, let me run it, or we can say that Python introduction. Anything. Now, whenever you want to print a message, you are going to put it inside the quotes, within the quotes, within the print statement. Now, once I run it, you will be getting it like this. Okay, so this is the way we are going to use it. Now, if you want to print a number, so you don't need to put it in the codes. Directly, you can print the number over here like this. Print and give any number like 460. Like this. 460. Now I will print. Now I want to print a float value. Like this, you will be doing it. So whenever there is a number, you will be giving as it is. Whenever there is a string, you are going to put it in the quotes. And whenever there is a variable like this, no need to put it within the quotes. You are going to do it like this. Okay. So this is the way we are going to deal with the things. So this is how we will write the code, guys. Now, this is a basic introduction of the Python, how to install and how to start with the Python. So I will stop it over here for today. And one more thing, guys, today is the last day of our demo. So from Monday, we will be going with our regular classes. Again, as I told you, for first 1 week, I'm going to go with the intense Python, whatever is required. After 1 week, we will jump into NumPy and Pandas. And for your reference, there are like 170 videos of the Python will be given to you. And again, I'm saying your NumPy and Pandas, like in the coding wise, your major coding difficulty will be in the Python. After that, the NumPy, Pandas, and deep learning and generative AI, they are the easiest ones. In generative AI, very less coding is used. Okay, so this is what is all about our basic introduction of Python. And with this, all our demos are done. And from Monday, we will be getting a new link. And based on that new link, only on that new link, we will be having our regular classes. Any queries, please?
Hi, sir.
Yes.
I'm happy to be part of your batch, sir. So, but then my query is related to that we have data analysis and data analytics is there, right, sir? So, in that different process we are following it. Data exploring and data exploring means that we are saying that data inspect, but in coming to data cleaning, we are removing the error. But data exploring, data inspect, I mean, is there any difference, sir? Cleaning and inspect?
Yeah, okay, I will explain you. See, Mahesh, um, uh, if you have the graphic card, that would be very much, you know, good enough. Okay. But when it comes to the case of um, by default, if you externally, we don't require so much, because when you go with the generative AI, you are going to import the existing LLMs and you are going to do it. If you have graphic card, then your deep learning stuff will be very, very easy and it will be done pretty good. But if you don't have it also, that's okay. I will not recommend you to install a special graphic card. And Shama, like What are the topics? Topics will be, there are a lot of topics are there in the agentic AI. So there will be RAC and land graph, all these things we are going to cover it. If you want a detailed curriculum, you can coordinate with the management. They have it and they will share it with you. Yeah. As someone was asking me, what is the major difference between the exploration and inspection and cleansing? That's what it is, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. See, um, exploration, what you are going to do it is, you will first is you are going to get the data from the different sources. And once you get the data, what you are going to do it is, see, this data is prepared by someone else, and you are going to use that data for our project. So first thing what you are going to do it is, you will go through that data and see that how many columns are relevant to us and how many columns are non-relevant to us. So in that case, you will go through the data detail, you will do the inspection, and you will find out the relevant columns, and non-relevant columns you are going to remove it. So in the exploration stage, you will make sure that all the columns are relevant to your requirement. Okay?
Okay.
You are not going to touch the data. You are not going to touch the data. The structure wise, you are going to look out which column are important for us from our project prospects, which columns are not important. Once your structure is perfect, then in the cleansing side, you will go through the each and every data in the column and see that whether they are relevant to us or not. Is there any errors inside that? Hope you are
Got it,
getting
sir.
the point.
Got it, sir.
Okay. Any
Second
more questions? Yes.
Second query, sir. So, I mean, definition of the reinforcement is that is going to learn by itself. I mean, we won't externally feeding the data, but coming to ML also, that data it is machine is going to learn itself without explicitly coded. But I mean, both things to be same, right, sir?
No. See, ML will be learning on itself without explicitly coding. So, from where it will learn?
We are giving the data and it is learning it.
Yes, you are providing the data and
Okay.
it will learn from the data. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, your reinforcement data learning, there won't be data.
Okay.
You got it? There
Okay.
won't be data, but the model will learn from its own experience.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
there is a slight difference is there. There, machine learning, it will learn on its own from the data. Data is provided by you. But when it comes to the case of reinforcement learning, there is no data at all. It will learn on its own based on its own experience on trial and error basis. So this is useful wherever there is no data for us. For example, if you take it like now you are sending a rover to like Mercury, let's take it as, or
Okay.
Mercury or the Venus. We never landed on the Mercury. We don't have any information, much information about the Mercury, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can't how you will get the data, how you will prepare your model over there. Then what you will do it, you will make it a reinforcement learning over there, and you will send a rover. What the rover will do, it will do the small experiments on that particular planet, and it will give you the data. Then you will get the data. So the rover will be implementing the reinforcement learning over there.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more questions? Yeah. See, there will be somewhat around either. See, every particular point, I mean to say is every important concept, you will be dealing with the real-time data and real-time project. Literally, it will be a real-time project. Over a period of our course, you will be, you will be doing at least minimum 10 different real-time projects. And all these things will be directly from the realistic scenarios. Okay, so not to worry about, all of them will be real-time projects. Yeah, in gaming, Mahesh, like reinforcement learning is used in so many ways. Now, I'm not a gaming guy. So if you are asking, there will be like, if you are creating a track, okay, you are creating a track and you are giving, your track is having all the obstacles, and you make an object or a car forced with the reinforcement learning, and you leave it. No need to guide anything. Just leave it in the track. So it will, I'm talking about the toy, not on the, I'm talking about the toy car, and you leave it on the track with some obstacles. First time it will go and hit the first obstacle. Directly it will go and hit it. Second time, it will skip that obstacle and it will move off. Okay. So first time it will go and hit it, and it's a punishment for it is the mistake what is done it. So it will learn from that mistake. Next time maybe it may go and hit it again. Third time definitely I'm sure that it will not hit the obstacle. It will take it will try to skip off that obstacle and it will move off. In this way, every time it will learn it from its own experience, and every time whenever you are playing, it will become expert in that. Manidi. See, Mahesh, that's the answer for your question. Um, how the model knows it is right data or wrong data? Model will not know right data or wrong data. Model will rely on the humans for the data. Whatever data you are giving, based on that data only, it will get trained. Model will not know it is a right data or wrong data. Never. So whatever data you are giving, it will get trained. So you should be very careful while providing the data. That should be a right data or error-free data. Any more? Any more questions, please?
My side, one last question, sir. During this session, uh, can we implement a model and can we deploy into cloud?
Yeah, obviously we will going to do that.
Thank you, sir. That's all. My end.
Any more? See, you are not going to give any information to that. See, you can keep yourself now, how to say it is, just think that you are the model. Okay, just think. Okay, now you have to go from A, where your house is there, okay, to reach B. Now I will explain you. Okay, I will just do it. Okay. Okay, now here, this is your house A. and this is your office B. Okay, let's take it. Now, you are going, this is your house. Okay, and this is your office. The location B is your office. Now, you have to reach the office at 9:30. And your distance from your house is maybe around, let's take it as 15 kilometers. And you are sure that you went on this road many times earlier, okay, maybe in the afternoon or something, and you are sure that it will not take more than 30 to 45 minutes in this road. Okay, now you got the job in this B location and you are going from A location. Clear? Now, what is the time you were assumed it like? Previously, you went in the afternoon, this area, this route, and it took it like 30 to 45 minutes max. Assuming this one, you got out of your house at 8:45 a.m. and you are supposed to reach the office by 9:30, very comfortable. But assuming that, but because this is a prime time, like, we can take it as a prime time is 8 to 11, where everyone is rushing towards the office. So there will be a very huge traffic jam over here, which you are not aware. Okay, now you started at 8:45 and you reached over here at 10:30. It took approximately 2 hours for you to reach it. Or let's take it 10 o'clock. You reached 10 o'clock. It took it like approximately 1.5 hours to reach to the location because of the heavy traffic. Okay. Now, this is a mistake you have done. Now, next day, you want to go to the office. Now, I don't think that with a little bit common sense also, you will not get out at 8:45. You will try to get out from your house at 8 a.m. because you have done a mistake and you got the punishment over here. You reach the office at 10 o'clock. Obviously, someone must have complained or raised a thing over there. And then next day, you got out at 8 a.m. What you have done it, you learned from your mistake. Okay, you have done a mistake and you learned from the mistake and you have done it some this. Okay, you rectified it by getting it early. Now, when you get out at 8 o'clock, you may reach at 9:30 very comfortable. Before 9:30 or maximum 9:30. Okay, now what you are doing over here, you are learning from your mistakes. Okay, the same thing your model will be doing. It will take some action, and if that action is good, then it will give out that information. That if that action is bad, so it will rectify itself and it will alter itself and take the better action. This is the way the reinforcement learning will be working. The structure itself of the reinforcement learning is it will take some action and it will know that whether that is a right action or a wrong action, and based on that it will do the necessary changes. If it is a right action, it will pass on that, it will take that experience. If it is a wrong answer, wrong step, it will learn from that and next time it will not repeat. This is the way the reinforcement learning will be working. It will do some action. If it is right action, take it as a good experience. If it is a wrong action, it will learn from the mistakes and it will move. So this is the way your reinforcement learning will be working. Any more questions? Any more questions, please? Okay, I'm taking it as no. So I'm ending up the session, guys. We will meet on Monday. And please, the people who want to continue with this, because the link will be getting changed on Monday. And from Monday, there will be altogether new link. So the people who are interested, they want to continue with this, please enroll yourself. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I'm ending up the session, guys. Thank you.